Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And we are going to rank up a hero today to rank 4 because I've got a ton of rank up materials in my inventory that I need to get rid of. There it is right there. So, who are we going to rank up? Well, someone. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go over that champion. And we're going to see how they work. So don't go away and stay tuned. All right, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or a comment. Don't forget to share this video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right. Who are we doing? Who could it be? It is going to be, well, we have some rank 4s. And out of my rank 4s, right now we have 10 rank 4s. And out of these, I only have one rank 4 Mystic. So we are going to do another Mystic. And who is that Mystic going to be? Well, that Mystic is going to be... Dun, dun, dun. Not a 2-star, but a 7-star. It is going to be Sasquatch. So let's go ahead and upgrade Sasquatch. And then we're going to talk about Sasquatch's kit. And we've got lots of material, lots of ISO, lots of gold, lots of everything to get him up. So we're going to get him up to 25. Go to stash. We've got a bunch of stuff that is expiring, which we've got to get rid of. Okay, there's that. We're up to 34. More stuff that's expiring. I don't like expired ISO. And I don't like selling it either. So we're up to 47. So now we'll do... we'll get some more because a lot of this stuff is going to expire. And we've got all these like really expensive generic ISOs that are in here. So I want to be a couple of days behind. And there we are. We're 55. So he is a beefy 44,000. Where does he rank in my champions? So he is number 7 out of all of my champions at this time. So Photon is number 1. Let's look at Photon's health. She is at 102,000, and let's look at his health. Champion Invo, he is at 137,000 health. He is so beefy. Onslaught, I don't even think is that beefy. 105,000. Count Nefaria is 91,000. He's very weak. So very, very, very beefy champ. So let's take a look at him. I've got his kit up here on Khonshu's Ankh. And so let's look here. He is 90% cold snap resistant. So along with an immunity to frostbite and armor breaks. That's great. So not immune to cold snap, but resistant to cold snap. And then if his regen is inverted, all effects are removed, and he gains a plus 25 combat power rate if the opponent has a buff. Let's make sure we got this set correctly. He is a 7-star rank 4, and we're going to call him a SIG 120. Okay, so 25% combat power rate if the opponent has a buff or is suffering from a stagger, which he does on a heavy. This is increased to 50% if the opponent has 4 or more of these effects. So, and that's staggers and buffs together. So he gets a lot of power very fast, particularly if you put this stagger on. But this is the thing that makes him Sasquatch, that is very good against cosmic champions. Medium attacks have a 30% chance to inflict a rupture that deals quite a bit of damage. 70% during Wrath of Tarnak. We're going to talk about that. And then he inflicts a stagger for 14 seconds. So this is a really long stagger. He can do 2 of them with a heavy attack. Spirit of Rage. So this is kind of, he's got a little bit of a different rotation. Light attacks have a 30% chance to build rage. Chance increases to 100% on the third light attack in each combo. So, essentially, to build stacks of rage, which gets you to your Wrath of Tarnak, you want to do a medium, light, 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 light for your 5-hit combos. So the medium might put a rupture on. The first light has a 30% chance. The second one has a 30% chance. The third one will put one on, and then the fifth one has a 30% chance. So you want to up those chances of getting more of that Spirit of Rage put on. You build one every 4.5 seconds, and then each stack reduces incoming damage from all sources except specials by 5% per stack. So if you've got 10, it's going to reduce all damage by 50%. That is a lot. And remember, he had 137,000 health. Rage is not affected by ability accuracy. So if he has 5 or more rage, each stack gained above the threshold has a flat 10% chance to remove all stacks and trigger Wrath of Tarnak, and this lasts for 1.7 seconds per stack. So if you have 10 stacks, that's 17 seconds, which is very long. He's stun immune during this time, so no parries. He gains 1,426 block penetration and a 50% combat power rate, so he's going to get power fast. Special 1s and Special 2s cost 50% less, and the Special 3 costs 25% less, but that's not the rotation we're going to use. And while the opponent has 3 bars of power, Special and Heavy attacks will power drain 5% of their max power. So, Special Attack 1, each hit refreshes the ruptures, and they can be triggered through the opponent's block. If the final hit is blocked, it has a 20% chance to inflict a stun. The first 2 hits remove the opponent's rupture debuffs, gaining an attack for each rupture. So this attack here is the one that does a ton of damage, especially if you've got Wrath of Karnak, where you've got this block penetration, and you're doing extra, you're causing extra ruptures. The final hit inflicts up to 3 ruptures, dealing quite a bit of damage. And then Special Attack 3 passively regenerates and increases this by +1 per rage stack. Gain up to 5 rages and enter Wrath of Tarnak immediately. All right, so, and then with his Awakened ability, when he goes below 40% max health, getting struck by a contact attack at this point, has a 53% chance to activate the healing. And then he'll start regenerating, and he regenerates a lot and fast. During Wrath of Tarnak, Sasquatch becomes passively unblockable during special and heavy attacks, and the opponent's combat power rate is reduced by 57% with this when struck by these attacks. So they don't get any power. He gets a ton of power. And remember, the big thing is this combat power rate when they're staggered or they have buffs. So those are big deals. Now, his really good particular synergies, Hulk, Special 2 inflicts 1 additional rupture. That's pretty good. He has one with Hulk Buster. Each stack of Rage increases Wrath of Tarnak by an additional 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Just Hair and Things with Man-Thing, and it looks like Sabretooth. During Wrath of Tarnak, you get a bonus to attack. Furry Buds with Squirrel Girl. This is an important one because ruptures last longer, and you want that to happen. Giant Challengers. Start the fight with 3 stacks of Rage. That's important. And then there's a bunch of teamwork things. He does get something with North Star. So when immune to a stun or frostbite effect, or when inflicted with Cold Snap. So that's if you know you're going to be going after those. With Chi-Ilth, it's just with synergy, so it's extra health. And then there's Friends. There's A Bit Too Feral with Sauron. So he gets, while under 20%, he gains an additional combat power with Sabretooth. He's got big gain. There's some synergy stuff for synergy champs. Gamma Mutates. There's some more health. And finally, Alpha Flight. And that is also just for Guardian. So let's build our team. And let's take this guy into Realm of Legends. So let's go ahead and go to Realm of Legends, and let's build our team. And let's get it done here. So you can see how the team gets built. So we're going to edit team, and we're going to go Sasquatch number 1. And pretty much I just want to use these out of here. So we're going to go King Groot for that one. We're going to go Man-Thing for that one. We are going to go with the Hulk. We do absolutely want that one. And the last one, so there's kind of a trade-off between this synergy with Hulkbuster or this synergy here with Man-Thing or this one with Hulk. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with a stagger. We're going to parry, stagger. There we go. And we're going to go medium, light, 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 light. Medium, light, 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 light. Medium, light, 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 light. Okay, we're in it now. We're in it to win it. Medium, medium, medium. Boom, boom. 81,000, there we go. And this is going to be a lot if I can crit. Nope, no crit. We need to build back up again. He's taking a lot of damage. Boom, boom. There's 116,000. All right, let's do this fight now against Captain Marvel Classic. We're going to do essentially the same thing. We're going to parry, and then we're going to stagger, and then we're going to go into what we were doing before. So we're going to go parry, stagger. And we're going medium, light, 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 light to build up rage. Medium, light, light, light. And I'm going to start doing mediums now because I want to get boom, boom, boom. She's got 4. We're not even in rat. There we go. So now we want to build these up. Here we go. Boom. 306,000. Just like that. Blammo. 306,000. And he's got so much health. He's got so much resistance to everything. It's all good. So, all right. That is the video I have for everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.